What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope you had a great week. It's another episode of IE. We're here. Greg says, "Let the Dom Chronicles begin." I'm sure there's going to be some great stories we're going to hear from Dom tonight. Uh, Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody, like I said, hope everybody had a great week and a weekend. Hope you found everything that you've been hunting for. Hope you've been getting all your pre-orders and not hurting your wallet. Uh, Two things I do want to mention. This show has a new sponsor. I will be going into a little bit of that a little bit later on once I get more information to it. So the show is actually sponsored now. We do have an affiliate for the show. So I'm happy to announce that I feel super awesome about that. Second, if you can go to the community page on the YouTube channel, and there is a poll up. I just want to kind of gauge everybody's reaction and do a feeler real quick and see what everybody thinks about something. So if you have a chance, when you get a chance, go to the community page, vote on the poll, and let me know what you're feeling. All right, without further ado, I will bring on the number one IE reporter, the man who had feet on the streets of San Diego Comic-Con with everybody else. Dom Machichiado.
What's up? I am not the new sponsor, but please do go to the community page and let us feel you.
Yes, let us feel you. I can feel you in the pages. But man, oh man, it's been a wild week. No, Greg, I did not go running screaming out of theater of Deadpool and Wolverine. I already know what you're talking about. I don't like that irked me. That was the one thing that irked me about the movie. Other than that, the movie was fine. Wow, Rob, I don't know what to say about that. But Dom, thank you for coming and hang with me on the show and talk about SDCC.
Yeah,
everybody looked like everybody had a bunch of fun. It looked like it was a good time. Got to talk to everybody. We'll have to talk about the other thing about off camera about what I asked. I was like, yeah, about my cane throw. I have to know. It's still sticking with me. I have to know. Hey, what's going on, Stratos? How you doing? It says, guess who's here? Your favorite wing warrior.
what's up?
But how you feeling after the con?
Yeah, so I brought back a little bit of the con crud, but I'm getting over it. So been loading up on vitamin C and some tea, which I got to recommend these Yeti cups. I filled this cup up at like 2:45. It's still hot.
Look, let me tell you something. From what I've seen, everybody's got con crud now. Everybody's like posted like, yeah, I'm feeling sick. I'm not feeling that great, guys.
You know what I think is more of it is like, besides being around so many people, like the travel was insane. You're barely sleeping, barely eating.
Right.
You're drinking a lot, and not like water.
Oh man, you guys gotta take it easy. You're not young like you used to be.
Yeah.
You gotta slow it down. Like, look, man, I ain't got it like that no more. But you know.
Yeah, I had to buy new shoes when I got there.
Wow.
Because I had bought shoes on Amazon like specifically for the con.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I was buying Hoka's, but I looked up Hoka on Amazon and I was like, all right, I just need something for the weekend. Let me just buy the cheapest ones I could find. So it turns out they were like non-name brand ones.
Right.
So then they had like memory foam in them. So I was like, all right, maybe they'll still work. So I'm like traveling in the airport, which that whole first day of travel was a whole mess. But I get to the hotel, my feet are just killing me. So we had to go to Target to get like some liquor and stuff for the party later. So I went over to the clearance section. I bought a pair of Skechers for $40, and they lasted me the whole weekend.
Man, oh man, yeah, you know what? I think would be best is like, oh shoot, my phone's going on. Probably the best is like those like running shoes or trainer shoes, like the exercise. I think those would have like.
That's what I got with the Skechers.
Okay, yeah.
They're actually for $40, they're really good. But
I heard Skechers are really decent.
I was gonna bring my Tims, but I thought they might be too heavy.
Yo, you be coming up there in New York style, be like, yo, what's going on? San Diego's down. Timming it up. Then you come if you come with a tracksuit, then it really be bad. It's like, yo, is he here to hustle everybody? Who's getting what mobster is running the San Diego Comic Con? Let's see. Northern Nomad, what's going on? Rob says, come on, Dante. Fresh AOA jokes are always great. No, they're not. No AOA jokes are great at all. Okay, let me tell you, AOA wasn't great. The jokes aren't great either. Stratus says, okay, maybe not your favorite, but hopefully up there. You're definitely up there, Stratos. You're definitely up there. Rob says 10 plus years of anime has given me an enhanced immune system. I like to know how that works out. How does that work? Grace says, Dante, you should talk to RG after his trip to Tokyo. He is looking at doing Gunpla. He could join you and Bart. Yes, he did say that. So, yeah, we got to set up some time to do some Gunpla. Him, and Bart, and get Matthew in there as well. Mega says, best way to not drinking a lot, drink liquor.
That's what we're doing.
Rob says, anime cons built my immune system to top tier levels. His immune system's over 9,000, folks. I just want you to know.
I could see that.
What's going on, Omar? What's going on, Disavow? How you doing? How you guys? How's everybody doing? Yeah. So let's jump into it, like, because you posted a lot, and I didn't.
I still have more to post too.
I know, like you've been posting like every day this week, and I still haven't got to the videos yet because I've been doing some other nonsense. Like I've been trying to do this one video, and it's just it's been taking longer than I thought it was going to be.
I'm like trying to split them up like every few hours so Instagram doesn't think I'm a bot. So.
Right. No, Rob, your AOA level of AOA jokes is not over 9,000. Maybe your immune system might be over 9,000, but not the jokes. Not the jokes, sir. Not the jokes. Ha 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 ha. All right, so let's start over here with the first ones. Mezco, which kind of impressed me. I didn't know about it until a friend of mine told me about it, about the new Doc Knock. So
yeah, that was a big surprise everybody got. And they had like 3 of them in the display.
Really?
Yeah, they had them in multiple different spots. Okay. And I think he has like multiple capes too. I couldn't really tell. I was talking to The Amazing for a little bit, but like he's kind of bouncing around between everybody, trying to talk to him. So,
well, let's see. We had Duke. See, they had Duke there. It looks like
he's looking better than he was last year, because last year they hadn't even announced him. They just put him in the case, and he was like very early prototype. Like his clothes looked really rough, and now they looked like they looked a little bit more fitted and tailored better.
Okay. That's at least that's better. That's good.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps asking if I'm gonna get these. If I get these Mexico GI Joes, I'm like, nope. I'm like, this is too much. Like getting the Hasbro ones and trying to get the Mexico ones. That's a lot of Joes. That's a lot of money.
I like them. They had the new Snake Eyes available there, but I had pre-ordered them because that Mezco line was insane. Like,
oh, I can believe it.
Casey Jones is selling out within 40 minutes of doors opening every day.
Wow.
And like by Saturday, they're like, we have none left for the show.
What else were they selling there?
They were selling. So the 2 exclusives that they were selling were Snake Eyes and Casey Jones, and then they were also selling Spider-Man, Green Goblin, Slugfest, and somebody else I can't remember. Okay. But it was like an already released figure.
Gotcha. Let's see. Grace says, Dom, have you tried scheduling posts? Maybe that will help.
That might be a good idea, actually. that would save me a lot of time because I'm just sitting there with my glasses on.
I know the Nomad says, pops, pops, pops. Bart says, Gunpla, what I miss? Nothing yet, Bart. We just got started. Well, actually, you did miss something, Bart, but I'll go back over that before the end of the show. Strato says, can I ask a question about SDCC? Sure.
That's what this show's for.
Yeah. Then it looks like, oops, I think I jumped ahead.
Oh yeah. So then the rest of this post is like the 5 point stuff that they had on display. So they announced wave 2 of Batman, the animated series. I don't remember if Two-Face is in that wave because they showed him off last year too, and he hasn't been announced in either wave, which is strange.
Gotcha.
And then you
I'll
have the
say definitely.
Goonies,
Yeah. The Crow.
Crow.
This be look, Tim, there's a Crow you can afford. Won't break your pockets, Tim. It won't break your pockets.
Actually, I kind of like their 5 point stuff. Like that's kind of my main Godzilla collection,
Okay.
and I'm looking forward to the turtles are really good. Actually, have them right here, and they're like more articulated than the rest of the 5 point stuff. It's like, am I even on screen? So like these are kind of on ball joints, and like they have swappable parts too.
There you go. Nice.
So like normal 5 point stuff, it's just like swivel parts that are swappable, but the turtles have like ball joints.
Rob says I want that Mezco movie Deadpool, and I have Walmart exclusive Crow figures right by my desk. Nice. The movie Deadpool, I still don't think I've seen. I think I've seen that one. I can't remember. It looks. I don't remember.
They showed a teaser for it because they were doing their Mezco con like during
Right.
SDCC. So like I definitely want it, but I'm not gonna get rid of my old one yet because like who knows how long it's gonna be before they even put the pre-order up, then actually make the figure.
Exactly.
And I think I might have gotten a video, but I think I missed a picture. I think the last day or maybe on Saturday, they put up the 5 points Keaton Batman
Okay.
with the
All right.
Batmobile.
Yeah, the 5 points. They're cool, but it's just another line for me not to
Yeah,
really get
yeah.
into. And
I'm
I
very
want my
excited
figures for
for
some
them.
articulation too.
Yeah,
Now this is a Doc Knock I do want.
yeah.
This one looks dope. I really like this. I hope it comes. I hope it doesn't come with this like
No, that's part of the Dio.
okay, because I'm like, man, that's gonna be super expensive. But yeah, this Doc Knock looks
Yeah,
awesome.
a beefier body than the original.
Yeah,
See, like here he's got a two-tone cape. There was one in another case that had just an all-black cape. So
I
that's what
wonder if
makes.
he'll. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say that that's what makes me think that there's two capes, or maybe the other one was a
Right,
prototype cape.
and some more Fest characters, Lobster Jones or whatever his name is.
Yeah, yeah. See here, you can see the all-black cape.
Right. Yeah, still looks dope. This one I may have to get.
And then I don't know if you saw Toy Page's post. He was showing off the articulation on this guy today. He's a full figure. He can stand straight up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's about the size of Doc Nocturnal too. And they
Oh,
said
wow.
this car they might do if there's enough interest in it. And it was big.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I would have to get that from my Doc Knock. Like he has to have to ride. He has to have a ride.
Yeah, yeah. Because people were asking like, "Oh, are you making that?" And like the Amazing was like, "Maybe."
Never get a straight answer out of him. Like maybe I don't know. I don't know nothing. You know. What's going on, Striding? What's going on, Damien? Hey, Dante and Tim and Don. Good to see you again. Robert says Deadpool 3 cracked 600 million. Let's go to 1 billion globally. Oh, I'm sure
Nice.
it hit that. I'm sure. Deadpool 3 was such an anticipated movie, and it was so well done.
And we went as a huge group too, so it was so much more fun too.
Oh yeah.
Like Machu had bought out a whole row of seats, and then we got seats behind them. So like we all went as like a huge group, and then when we walked in, nobody checked our tickets, so you literally could have just sat anywhere.
They're like, yeah, whatever.
We could have walked in without even having tickets because nobody looked.
They're like, yeah. They're like, look, y'all just come see me. Come on in. Gray says, poll what throne should Dante make next? Thanos, Game of Thrones, Odin. Put the number in the chat. Oh my goodness. No, I don't. I'm not making. I don't know. I don't have time right now to like do anything else to add onto my list. And this Agent Orange, I may grab her
People were excited for her.
or Tangerine. Was it Tangerine
I
or
think
Orange?
it's Tangerine.
Tangerine.
Unless is that the giraffe?
And she looks good. Like she looks amazing.
So yeah, these are some older figures. That's the Mosquatch, the green version, which I am selling. If anybody wants it, I have it at the Wayne Toy Show this weekend.
Now, is this one new? Because I
No,
have this.
that's it. It's an older doc. It's an older like redeco Doc Nocturnal with a different head on it. From
Okay,
like
because I was like,
he either
I
had like a
know,
mask or a different head from a head pack.
but it's like they're calling it like the Van Helsing.
Yeah, something like that. But I remember he was like a Mezco Con exclusive or something like that a couple years ago. It's
Yeah, because I
basically
think
just
I
a
have the
red
red
version
one.
of the original.
Right, I have that one. That's the one I do have. And then we got some pink skulls
That's
here.
the original Pink Skulls. You get the Hazard Gomez.
Yeah, Death Adder. Oops, I'm sorry. Asian
Yeah, so
Gomez.
like on one side of the case they had like all the older figures, and then on
Mhm.
on the other side of the case, they had like a mix of like the more licensed properties and then like a bunch of new reveals.
Gotcha. More black skulls there.
It's funny because you could tell when the Amazing's posing something up, even if you don't see him doing it.
Then we got some more pink skulls. Two of the guys I got in all this crew. Let's see. Cousin
Cousin
Eddie.
Eddie.
Mm-mm-mm.
I regret skipping on those.
Then we got Shazam.
I never got that figure, and I the one time I saw it in person, he was like $350. So I was like,
Woo!
can't get it because I got Shazam. I mean, I got Black Adam,
Right.
but at that time, Mezco was like these is like one of the first Mezcos. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want it. And then by that point, he was just skyrocketing in price.
Let's see what else we got here. We got Prune Face, Conan, and King Conan, which is an amazing figure. When I went to visit my friend in Austin, that figure, it's a dope figure.
Mine just hit my pile of loot, so I'm waiting for it to. I'm waiting for some more stuff to hit so I can ship it.
Yeah, I don't blame it, but it's a great figure. It's a good figure. But but I enjoy it. Like I have the other two Conan, so I'm good. I didn't need King Conan.
This, I think, was the big reveal for Mezco that got everybody talking.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
And I remember they teased something like around March because during like ToyCon New Jersey, everybody was kind of saying like, I think they're gonna do Beetlejuice because I think they had announced like one of those mega scale dolls or something,
Right.
and then people were like, I bet they're gonna do a 112 of them.
Grace says, just ship it to me. I'll give him a nice home. Bart says a Conan throne. Omar V says Red Death dot knock. Grace says Conan. That's a good one. I bet Ryan and Bobby would want one. And Damien says Prune Face and Oodles. They were fun duo and old tune. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. no, man says Beetlejuice. That sucker. And then we got Terrifier, Art the Clown, which I'm surprised they're doing this one.
It's funny because like I hear he's like a meme or something, but I've actually never heard of him. I've never seen Terrifier.
I've only seen the first one. I did kind of like see a review of the second one, and I know they're coming out with a third one. Hey, what's going on, Toy Box of Doom? Says, Sup, Dante. Mexico crushed it this year. That Art the Clown looks sick. It does. I'm just surprised that they're doing Art the Clown. I didn't think he was really widely known by everybody.
Yeah.
Then we got Ghostface. Now, is this a different mask? Because this looks like it's a different suit. I thought the other one had
No,
a
it looks
yellow.
the same.
Is it? I
Yeah.
thought the first iteration they came out with had a yellow suit.
No, that was there was like a third party one that had a yellow suit that was based on the movie.
Gotcha. And this is new Junkyard Joe.
Yeah, literally everybody was saying that this could either go with the Odious that Wade showed off there, the
Right.
Army Odious. Like even Wade was saying, like I might get a couple of these to put him with Odious.
And then we got Indiana Jones. Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones. It looks like a new Joker.
Yeah, that's the that classic Joker that's been on pre-order for a while.
Okay.
That I'm excited for that one.
And then we got classic Robin.
Robin, I'm really excited for too.
He looks good. I'm good with my Damien. I'm good with Damien. And we got some Nightwing action.
Yeah, and that little cat doesn't come with him though. That was a reflection off the glass.
Let's see. And then we got some Super 7 stuff here.
Yeah, so that was the exclusive Lion-O.
Okay.
The Super 7 booth was kind of bumping. Like they were selling out of exclusives, which was surprising.
Wow.
Like I got my friend a T-shirt, and she wears a medium, but the smallest size I could get her was an extra large. But I did get these that I was after, which I didn't go for the turtle stuff because like that party wagon was cool, but it's super expensive.
Right.
But I did get these Halloween kids. Everything's kind of blurring.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, let me shut off my background. Yeah, so you got the Snoopy one.
That's dope. Yeah.
And then you got the Mummy Boy one.
Yeah.
So I got the original set at New York Comic Con, so I wanted to get these two. And this is another exclusive, and apparently both him and Lion-O, their eyes light up.
Yeah, I was seeing that it said LED eyes. I forget her name.
I think this is another exclusive. I can't remember. Super 7 announced so many exclusives this year.
Right.
Like there was a week where they were just like rattling off exclusives like every hour.
Looks like Oh, Chilla. Thank you, Damien, because I did not know who her name was. Like I forgot a lot of who these like characters are because I haven't watched Thundercats in so long.
Yeah, I think Kyle said that he designed her, but Comic-Con was the first time he saw her in person because he said the turnaround was so fast that he only saw like pictures.
Now I know he's part of Lunatax, but I don't know his name.
I know like next to nothing about Thundercats, but I figured people do like them.
Hayachi Man. Yo, I don't know what it.
They're going pretty deep into this line.
Right. Like I remember Hayachi Man. I remember him. Wily Kit and Wily Cat. Jaga. Then we got Groon. With his one little snaggletooth.
Yeah, so
and then
you got the Marvel Legends booth, which was Hasbro booth was packed this year because so you know how last year they were giving out like those flyers where you could scan the QR code and order the exclusives.
Right.
So this year they had like half the space was dedicated to like the sales. So like there was a line that was like a huge mess because like you would have to get like a time slot, but then they had another line that was for non-reservation people. So like I went up at my time slot and I was like, hey, I have this reservation. Where do I go? And he's like, oh, so you have a reservation, so you're gonna go to that line against the wall. So I was like, okay. And before that, I had got an email from Hasbro saying if you're a Pulse Premium member, show this email and they'll walk you, like you could skip the line basically. So I said to the guy, I was like, so I got this email about Pulse Premium members being able to skip the line. He goes, I don't know about that. You got to ask somebody else that's working the line. I was like, screw it, I'll just wait on the regular line.
Like, dude, like this is your stuff, man.
But then, like, they were letting in people without reservations ahead of people with reservations.
Really?
And then on the line with reservations, like I heard somebody behind me, they're telling them the line is capped, and the guy's like, but I have a reservation, and the guy's like, so then the line person's like, come back later, and the guy goes, but my reservation's for now.
Right.
And then finally, like somebody from further ahead in the line came over. He's like, does everybody here have reservation QR codes? And they're like, yeah. He's like, okay, we're gonna be walking you through. It's not gonna take that long. You know, just be ready and have your QR codes out. So then it moved along pretty smoothly. And then it was weird because like they gave you like a card where you basically mark off what you wanted, and then when you got to the register, you would give it to them. And then they were like stamping your badges, so like because there was limits on everything, so you could get 1 Cobra Commander and 2 of everything else.
Okay.
So then when you went to go buy stuff, they would stamp your badge and it said what you bought, so that you couldn't go back and buy more. But then by Saturday and Sunday, you could just buy whatever you want. So like Tim, the toy mayor, who didn't have any badges, he left. I mean, he didn't have badges either, but he still got in. But he didn't have any reservation, but he still managed to get like 5 to 7 Cobra Commanders for people. And he was like calling me on Saturdays, like, get back in line for Hasbro. You could buy as many as you want.
Good Lord. Oh my goodness.
And then right before that was when Art with Toys got in line, and I was like, hey, if you can get me a Cobra Commander for Dante, like, can you? And then he hooked that up.
I appreciate, and thank you for both of you guys. I appreciate you, Art, and Steph, Detour Customs. I appreciate you guys, because I just, the only thing I really wanted was the cards, those X-Men cards. But I appreciate you guys grabbing that stuff for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so that head was easy because they allowed you to buy 2 of those. But the Cobra Commander is the only thing they limited to 1.
That's I don't know. Who knows what the hell?
Which is weird because they had plenty.
Let's see. Stratton says the juice will be released in 4 years by Mezco. Damien says September release for sequel. Greg says let's make a Ghostface for every movie, or just make one with swappable heads for every killer. That'd make it a lot easier.
That's what NECA did. They have swappable faceplates.
Yeah, that is so much easier. Oh yeah, Barch did show me his. He said he got Sergeant Rock, decent figure, but the paint job is poop. Yes, indeed. Yes, it is. Rob says, for once, I can agree with Dante something. Damian Wayne is better than Tim Drake. Well, it's not actually Tim Drake. That's Dick Grayson. So because it's a Golden Age Robin, so it's technically Dick Grayson. Damien says, love Thundercats, but I'm saving pennies for Mondo RGB. Bart says the coat is green but has a black smudge. Oh, yeah, he's talking about Sergeant Rock. Damien says Lunatics now on 3 release. Bart says, gotta get the Hayachi Man. Look, no, I don't even know how to even say that. Is it Mandira from Thundercats? I don't know if that. Oh, Mandora. I guess that's how you say it. Bart says, wait, Hasbro screwed up. Say something you say. Grace says, Dante, remember Hasbro and Pulse are 2 different things. That is true, yes, but still, you shouldn't send out an email saying like, "Hey, I can get in this and bypass line," and they're like, "I don't know." It's like going. It was like, what's up?
To be fair, everybody that had those reservations was screwing it up. Like Jazzwares, Mattel, just literally everybody.
Yeah, it's like, what was it like that time where it was Target and they were saying like when the Joseph Club released, that first set of series was released.
Oh yeah,
and everybody was like at Target and they're like, "No, we can't put them out. No." I'm like, are you, like really? Had everybody frustrated and mad because Target said something on Twitter and then go to the store is a whole different thing. So, Damien says not getting Giant Man, but surely the scroll head is more wanted than the zombie one. I don't know. I don't mind either one. I'm excited that we're getting a scroll. Did we get this? Wait a minute. Were we getting a scroll one, or is that the one that we lost out on?
I don't remember, but to be honest, I'm probably never going to use either.
I'll probably use a scroll one. That's really about it.
Maybe I'd use the zombie one for like a Halloween type shot, but
yeah, I would very rarely use it. I would probably use a scroll one more than I use a zombie one.
I know Wade was saying that he actually got to like play with the giant man a little bit in the morning.
Yeah, I did see the video on that one.
Yeah, and he was saying like it's cool because it's like nice and light, but you can still feel it. So it's not like, you know how like Galactus is like really heavy and like clunky to like move around. Right. He said Giant Man is like, it's nice. It feels just like a regular figure.
Well, Galactus is one of those characters that's just like that has a lot going on as a character. Yeah. There's a lot of mechanics to it. So yeah, that makes sense. Greg says Skull tier didn't fun. Thank you, Greg. I couldn't remember if it was a Skull or a zombie tier that didn't fun. Hey, look, it's Jay Shot.
Hey, thanks
took too many shots last weekend, huh?
My brother was bartending the streams. He had everybody kind of messed up.
We did get the announcements, and also if you didn't get a chance to see these a little bit more up close, go to Hero Collections. Brandon over in UK did show these off hands-on at one of the stores over there in the UK that was showing them, showing some of the Marvel Legends over there. So definitely go check them out. Yes, what's up? What's up, Jay Shot? What is up? We got them, but the announcement of Colossus.
This is so nice in person. It's very clean. And Dwight was telling us that it's going to come with an alternate head. I forgot to look at the actual pictures that went up with the pre-order, because Dwight was telling us that he can't remember if it's the alternate head that's coming with it or if they sculpted it and removed it, but there was one that he had like a big dent in his head from when he was fighting Juggernaut.
No, God, just. I'm sorry. My buddy Jay Lamb, who I visited in Austin, he wants to bring up these bad memories of the Greater Austin Comic Con, which was horrendous. The only good shining light out of it is I got to see Weird Al Yankovic in person for the first time in my life, but I wasn't paying $100 to like get no picture or autograph from him. And second thing was I got to see Cal Dodd again for the third time.
How often was he there? Because I thought he was at San Diego too.
He was the week before San Diego Comic Con, he was at the Greater Austin Comic Con. So he probably just dipped that week, probably went home for a couple of days, and then went out to San Diego, or just maybe flew straight to San Diego.
For a guy his age, he travels a lot.
Right. But Lenora Zan was there too. She was at the Greater Austin Comic Con as well. So both of them were sitting side by side, and they probably just zipped over.
Yeah.
But yeah. So real quick, the Greater Austin Comic Con was horrendous. It was $8 to park, which was just, to me, makes no sense. Then it was $40 to get in. Now, the reason why I had a problem with the $40 is it was not a $40 Comic Con. So it's a stadium, and it had vendors on the outside, the outside part. So you know how you walk around inside the stadium and the round part. So they had them against the wall. There was a guy selling leaf gutter systems there as well. Come on now, they didn't really have any great stuff. And then you go inside, everything's smashed in the middle of the stadium. And they're like, oh, there's stuff upstairs. Or we go upstairs, and there's one thing upstairs, and that was it. It was boring.
That reminds me of when we went to WrestleMania Access for WrestleMania 29, and they did it at the Izod Center. Mm-hmm. But literally all the meet and greets were in the hallway. They were either in the hallway or they were in the seats. So I could hear like all the wrestlers like complaining to each other, like this is the worst ever. Like people were like sweating like crazy
I could believe it. I
because they
could
were doing
believe
matches in the ring. So like,
it.
so so like they couldn't set up anything out down there.
That's oh my goodness. Gray says, dude, Brandon has a Colossus. He put a reel up of it. Yes. Damien says, so with no HasLab and Hasbro sticking to big characters like Dragon Man could be a fun idea. Definitely, because it's a fun idea on my wallet, because it does not
Yeah.
hurt my wallet now.
Yeah, that Dragon Man looked nice too. I think I'm gonna skip on it because it doesn't really fit like my Legends collection. Because I'm trying to stick to like more Spider-Man and X-Men type stuff, but it looked
Right.
really nice in person.
I will say this. I do have the original Dragon Man, but somebody altered him and gave him the Annihilus wings.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably paid cheaper than most people paid for their Dragon. But I will get Dragon Man. I definitely will. And having both's not is it's not bad. Greg says, Dom, having seen it in person, like the new do you like the new Deadpool figure better than the existing one they've just released?
I do, but I am keeping both of them because I have the other one on pre-order. Because I think the re-release has some hands that the new one doesn't have, like some more expressive hands. So
Right.
I want to keep that and pop them on the new one. But I think the new one seems to look like it's got better articulation. I like the brighter suit too.
Okay. Let's see. Rob says some people like to travel. Like if people are paying you to show up, then amen. Yeah, I mean Cal Dot and Lenore Zan have been traveling like almost like nonstop this whole summer. There's not like almost a con they have not been at.
And I'm pretty
Damien
sure they're
says,
flying first class too.
right. Damien says, is there a New York Comic Con this year? Yes. As long I think the only one was during the pandemic. There was no New York Comic Con. But yes, there is one this year. Robert says Dante need those gutters to clear the AOA figures off his. I don't even know why I read that. Damien says maybe finally we can see Frost Giants, Mangog, Ultimo, many more. Yeah, I mean this would be a good like a lot of people want. And there's a Fin Fang Foom, so we may see that. Mega Weapon says Dragon Man is a must get, and Jalen asks how does that Venom pool look? Isn't it like the same reuse?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm not sure if I posted pictures of him, but he's definitely in the videos I sent over.
Okay.
So this Punisher was probably one of the biggest surprises of the con for me. Because
he looks dope.
For some reason, I never expected Hasbro to put out a Punisher with that logo ever again.
Yeah.
I figured that would be like a Disney edict to not put that out, but and then on top of it, he's on like a new body, but he's got the Vulcan arms, so you could see where they could easily repaint it and put like the white gloves and boots.
Right. This 2-pack, I was excited for. A lot of people were just like wanting the Punisher by himself, but it you get a villain with it. So Bushwhacker is a good like a villain that you need. It's kind of like a needed villain. It gives you extra Punisher villain to have besides the Jigsaw and a couple other ones. But yeah. Bushwhacker, he was a big part of like the Punisher stories. I'm waiting for him to I forget his name now. I can't remember the top of my head. Moon Knight's villain. He's kind of like Bushwhacker. Bart says, Omar V says might get doubles of Dragon Man depending on price. Robert says it's a brighter red. Bart says getting me that Punisher. Omega says that logo is a lie. They had that logo in Toy Story. Bart says, nah, I just need a Punisher. Robert says, Bushwhacker, this dude sounds like a gynecologist. Oh my goodness. Daniel says, Annihilus probably with those reused wings or Sauron. Yeah, definitely I could see Annihilus being one of those big figures that they release. And have like maybe some those the minions with them, the other like little bugs.
Yeah, especially with Diamond Select doing it in Nihilus too.
Northern Nomad says, sorry, Bushwhacker just makes my skin crawl. Bart, I'm not even reading that. No, Bart. No. See, Rob already got me with that nonsense. Nah, Bart. Nope. Omar V says, great 2-pack. Yes, it is a great 2-pack, Omar. Thank you. Another 2-pack we're getting is Crystal and Lockjaw, which I thought was kind of cool because the tongue moves on them.
Yeah, and he's got a swappable head.
Yeah. Okay. So is it? I know that
I think
Dwight
it's a
showed the tongue
swappable
move.
head.
Okay. So I know Dwight had posted a video showing that the tongue was able to move, and then you can switch out the back legs to like have him in a sitting pose.
So I'm pretty sure I've also seen him with his mouth closed.
Okay. I'm just really curious. Like, they didn't kind of like take what Joes were doing with their animals.
Yeah.
Because the Joes have been knocking it out of the park with the animals that they've been making. Like
Even Zabu was great.
Right. Zabu was awesome. I'm surprised they didn't just do the same thing with Lockjaw.
I wonder if it's like a weight issue. Like maybe the joints wouldn't hold up under the weight of his body.
I'm sure he's probably hollow inside.
Yeah.
He's probably like a light hollow. If he's heavy, then that's a lot of plastic. But if he's hollow inside, I mean, weight wouldn't have been too much of an issue. Yes, Greg. Greg and Bart saying swappable jaws. It's the mouth that swaps. I'm not body shaming Lockjaw. Get out of here, Jay Shot. Get out of here with that nonsense. Bart says, I got that Zabu, freaking awesome. Yes, Zabu is awesome. Greg says, hind legs, muzzle / mouth, and tuning fork. Strike says he's disappointed in Lockjaw. And Daniel says, no dog drool. So I'm out Hasbro. Rob says, if Lockjaw is too heavy, then maybe Bushwhacker could get. No. Jay Lamb says, the best animal figure is the SHF version of Bond from Spy Family. I don't know which animal that is. I've never seen that one. I know Damien. And a lot of good guesses with this. Everybody kind of guessed right. With the rocks was the Sentinels from X-Men the arcade game.
I hope they put out another run of this because I missed it because apparently Pulse doesn't take Amex anymore. So I was like struggling with the app, and then by the time I figured it out, they sold out.
Talk to me after the show.
All right.
The reason
I can use PayPal, but
this is the reason why. So I went to put in an order. I was doing it through my phone. I was like, all right, I'm on the website. I'm putting the order through. And it said, oops, there's an error. Like when I went to go pay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I just went back through and redid it, and it went through just fine. The first order went through.
So you're saying I got like 6 of these coming?
10. I have 10 coming. Because I ordered the max. I ordered 5. I was like, all right, cool. I'm like looking at him like, okay, I didn't think the first order went through, but it sent me an email saying, hey, here's your order number. And then I went back through and ordered 5 again. And it's like, hey, here's your other 5. So basically I got 10. So if you need some, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need all 10. I was like, I wasn't trying to order 10. I was surprised they even let me get away with that. I was surprised they let me get away with that because, like, it was only because the max was only 5.
Yeah.
Can you just cancel it? I probably could, but I know somebody else may need some. And it's the way things sell out on Pulse. Somebody be like, oh man, I missed on these Sentinels. All right, well, hey, I got you. If you need a Sentinel, I got you.
There's a lot of talk about these and getting custom head sculpts of J-Shot and Machu.
That'd be dope. Look, Jay, they haven't called me for my spot reveal, sir. If they're not calling y'all for the Sentinel reveals, they're definitely not calling me for the spot reveal. Like I want to do spot and I want to do Gravitron. Those are my 2 mainstays. Bart says, Pulse. Hey, what's going on, RG? Sorry. What's going on, Art? How you doing? It's Art O'Clock. It is Art O'Clock again. Bart says, Pulse doesn't take Amex anymore. They just ran mine the other day, just fine.
So if you if you placed older orders before they updated the app with an Amex, they'll still charge it. But I think anything after like July 14th or something like that, whenever they updated the app, they stopped taking Amex.
There you go.
But they are on their existing orders.
Meg says Dante, aka Master Mold. No, I wasn't trying to be Master Mold. Honestly, I was not trying to be Master Mold on these Sentinels. It was just a fluke mistake.
It's gonna sit on a throne and just pop them out.
Yeah, yeah. Come to me, my Sentinels. I already got three big boy Sentinels. I don't need more Sentinels.
So I only have the one that came with the Days of Future Past Wolverine.
I didn't get that one. I still
that's the only one I have. And then when they did the HasLab, I was like, oh, I'm good with this one. And then now I want to get these.
Look, let me tell you, like, hold on. Like, these kids are worth it. You got to get these kids. These kids are worth it. The kids are worth it.
Well, I remember when the campaign was going on, I was like, what is this HasLab thing? I was like, how does this work?
These kids are worth it. They're worth their weight in gold. Look at that. They light up. You can't really see if the light is on it, but they light up. They're the light of my life. Love my kids to come home and visit me from college and don't have to eat nothing. And if I had a J shot and match you, I put them on there. Let's see. Go back to this here because I might want to see my ugly mug. Oh, let's see. Grace says I'm waiting for the first HasLab Sentinel to be out in master mode mode, and birthing these new ones. Oh, definitely. There will be somebody doing that. Stratton says I'm not killing myself to track down Sentinel 2-pack. F Hasbro Pulse. Daggone. Bart says Dante getting calls about King Thrones. Look, man. Look, I just need to know. There's a question that's burning inside me that has to know. Am I part of the reason we got King Thrones? The second question I can't ask live. But daggone it. If I'm the reason and nobody just said, hey, Dante, this is because of you. I'll be stoked. If I couldn't tell anybody, the kid inside would be like, all right, cool. I'm happy. Glad everybody got it. If my second question is answered, then that tells me like, no, that's awesome. I'm excited. Bart, I wish I was getting a residual check. But it is a Marvel property, and Marvel probably sue me before I even got a residual check. And I have no money to give Marvel right now, except for these Marvel Legends. Jason said, your show isn't called The Infinity Spot.
Could be.
But I love Spot, though.
Third Sunday of every month.
I can call it The Infinity Spot. I can change it. Look, Jack, I can change it. Don't worry. I can make a quick change like The Infinity Spot. Will we delve deep inside these dark dimensions? Bam, got you. See, already on it. Let's see. Dame says two suits. Me fine. Need a Game Boss, Nimrod, or Pyro. Jason says custom head sculpts are in the works. Northern Nomad Amex charges too high transaction fees, which discourage merchants.
That is true.
Amex charges 6%. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny because like I've worked for manufacturing companies and like merchants and stuff. So like when you're looking at the bank statements and you see like the charges, like you see every credit card's basically their charges are in one sum area, then the next line is separated out for Amex. But
Wow.
I found that Amex is like it's the only card I have, which is I try to keep it to just one card. But I found that they're very friendly towards the consumer. Like there's a lot
Oh,
of good
really?
protections.
Let's see. Bart says Dante is looking for. No, Grace said that. Grace says Dante, did Brandon get you a king throne from you? I don't think so. I don't think he did. I don't think he ordered one. Robert says Deadpool over the spot. Okay, yeah, okay, Rob. You know what? You just come to call. You just choosing violence tonight. I just see. Strand says thank you, Dante, for making an effort on your 3D printed king throne. I didn't do anything. It was a joint effort between me and Brian. I printed. Brian beat. Shoot, I can't remember his Instagram name, but it was thanks to his help in painting. He painted them up, and it was a joint effort. So, Bart says I've seen some customs turn into toys, and I was told the toy was fan inspired. That's how they legitimize it, so you get screwed. That's I don't feel like I'm getting screwed because it's not my. I should say it's not my property. It's just something that was needed and was wanted. Like how many times have you watched Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes and say, "Yo, that's a dope little time chair of King's that he has. I would love to have that for mine." How many times have we said that? Even like that, like what Omar's saying, like the Blackbird. Like how many times have we said, like, "Oh, I would love a Blackbird," but once we get it, do we really have a space for it? Look at the Rattler. The
Yeah,
Rattler is huge.
and the
We
Blackbird's gonna
haven't
be even bigger.
right, and we haven't even got the Dragonfly yet, and we see how big the his tank was.
Yeah, and at Comic Con they had the Dragonfly basically next to the Rattler,
And
and that basically sold me on not getting the Rattler because I was like, this thing's gorgeous, but I don't know where I'm gonna put it.
it's gonna go right. It's gonna go on my kitchen table, on my dining room table with the his tank right there.
It's gonna have
Because
to
I have
be your
nowhere to put
dining
it.
room table.
What's that?
So it's gonna have to be your dining room table.
Oh no, my dining room table is huge, so I have space to put it on there. So it's not like it's not a small dining room table. It's an actual dining room table. Like if you wanted to have like one of those fancy, if I wanted to have those fancy meals, yeah, I could have those two sitting on there. Um, Rob says, "Is that the Skeleton Legion builder?" Yes, it is the Skeleton Legion builder. I only got two. Yeah. Until maybe, hopefully, at Legion's Con will have some more. But I only got two.
My brother got 4.
They're dope. They're really nice. They're
I
nice
didn't get
figures.
any because I don't do skeletons from Legions because that's just like a rabbit hole. I would just go way down.
And I can see that. I could really like. It is a like rabbit hole, but these figures are so nice. I was like, all right. I gotta get this just to have it. Grace says, so how does Spot's assault on the Spider Verse affect Deadpool/Wolverine? It doesn't really. It's a whole, I guess, whole different thing of its own with the Spider Verse because that's Sony and everything. So Omar says, hopefully they take the X-Men Blackbird idea too. Grace says Blackbird would be 4 feet. Sorry, it's unreasonable to have. Yeah. As much I would love to have a Blackbird, and I would love to say like, hey, can you do a Blackbird? Where would you put the Blackbird?
Yeah. The only way I think that they would do a Blackbird is if they started like a legit 3 3/4 line, and then did a Blackbird similar to like the Razor Crest.
Exactly. But even that, even the Razor Crest was big. That was like the side of a coffee table. Let's see. Rob says they could make the mini X Jets from the 90s X-Men show.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, I can see that. That could be dope. Damien says water-based vehicle next year: Cobra, Barracuda, Bug, Moray crap. I think they would probably go with the Joes. because you kind of flip flop it. Like Cobra would hit the his tank, then it was Joe's with the Dragonfly. Now it's Cobra with the Rattler. I think if do Joe's Cobra, that works out pretty well.
I could see it being something water based though, because they've done land and air. Now they can
Right.
just see.
Yeah, if they do water, I think it'd be for the Joes. Damien says same with the goblins for me, Dom. So tempting.
See, I do buy the goblins.
Versus, I'd be fine with just having a Blackbird cockpit to seat figures in. See, I would need more than just the cockpit that to put the figures in. I would need the whole thing. Like I would want like the X-Jet. Like I want to have like multiple figures in there besides just the cockpit. And like have like where it has like a landing gear and then the opening back where it comes down and you can have them coming off it like the ramp off the Blackbird jet. So that's just me wanting more. That's all. Strident says I'm good with 2000 movie and Transformers Blackbird. Jay Shot says, what if they just did the Blackbird cockpit and not the whole plane? Again, I want the whole plane, not just the cockpit. Omar says, find a way to scale it down and still being close to 112. Doesn't have to be exact. I don't know if there's a way to scale it down to be 112 and still.
Unless they maybe did something like the 90s Blackbird where you could fit like 3 or 4 figures in there.
Yeah. I would say the only thing that you could probably get away with that wouldn't be too big is Avengers Quinjet. I mean, that's the only other thing I could think of that would be like a decent size where you don't have to do that.
Or maybe the Fantastic Car with the movie coming out.
Which one? It depends on which one, Danger Room. All right, so Bart, let me show you something. So this thing is huge. This is the Fex Dio sci-fi. Oh, shoot, thing went down. This is the Fex Dio. This thing is huge.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at that online.
So I got Norman Osborn looking down on him. But this thing is huge. I could put a Sentinel in there and it still has headroom. This was 2 something. So, I mean, if you're looking at Danger Room, this is what you're probably looking at. And you're probably looking at the price of like $200 some odd.
You could get a pretty decent Danger Room setup from Diamond Select if you want to backtrack. They had like pieces of it from that would come with like those old X-Men figures. I think I saw Lago was selling it at a toy show for like $80 complete.
Yeah, that'd be my best. That'd be the best thing to like. I got it because I didn't know he was going to. It was a lot of money to spend. It was just, but it's worth it. Yes and no. It's a FX set. It's nice. But man.
It's like some of those extreme sets arenas. Like I got their one that it's just like, it's not the full arena, but it's like just like rows of people that like go up.
Right.
And I was like, okay, this could be better than the arena. It's probably smaller. I opened it up and I put it together. It's gigantic. It's like 3 feet wide.
Yeah.
And I can't take it apart because it's together so tight that if I kept assembling it and unassembling it, it would just like break down.
Exactly. Like I don't know where you even sit this at, honestly. Even like the extreme what's it called? Extreme dials. Like I have the rooftop and I have one of the sci-fi dials. The rooftop is not that bad. I can kind of move around, have space still. This thing is like, where do I put this? Let's see. Damien says, well, it's popular, but imagine the size. Omar says, that's honestly what I see Hasselhoff's for dream projects. Versus danger room? Dante wink wink. Greg says 3 feet feels like hard limit for vehicle sizes. Yeah. Versus that Dallas takes up the west wing of the Grace Mansion. No, there's no mansion over here, sir. Or says that's legit. Thank you. But yeah, it's pretty expensive. I kind of almost regret getting it, but it's like, it'll have it now. So what's the, what else? I got it, so I'm stuck with it. Try says Toy Biz 2000 movie Blackbird can fit a Marvel Legend in the cockpit, but you might need to scale it up to fit too. Oh yeah, definitely. Grace says $8. I spent more to get a Diamond Stargate. I've seen somebody who 3D printed a Stargate and it actually worked with the lights and everything. I was like, man, if I could do that, that'd be awesome. All right, so back to these Marvel Legends. So we got Doctor Strange and Wong 2-pack. I'm super excited we're getting that comic accurate Wong finally. It's been long needed. I feel like they could have got away with just Wong by himself instead of putting him in there with Doctor Strange.
Yeah, like I feel like that's what's making me undecided on this site because I kind of want Wong, but I don't really need a Doctor Strange because I have an MCU one, I have a comic one, I have the VHS one. So I'm like, do I really need another one?
Exactly.
Granted, I could sell them off, but
yeah,
still.
I think unless there's something like really different with this Doctor Strange, I could probably sell him off too.
And then you could have done Wong in like a way that you could make him kind of an army builder, like if you gave him like an alternate head or something like that.
Exactly. Actually, Greg and Damien have a good idea. Like Greg says, Wong could have solo easily. True. And Damien says could have been Mordo. So if you did a Mordo and Wong, comic accurate Mordo and Wong, I think that would have sold better. To me, that would have been a better pairing.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, if there's nothing new with this Doctor Strange, I probably would just sell them off. Stry says, I'm sick of being forced to buy another Doctor Strange to get a comic Wong. I feel you. I feel you. It feels kind of forced in there. If they originally had done this with like the second Doctor Strange, it didn't do like the animated one, I don't think it would have been that bad. But now that it's like the third one that we're getting, and if there's nothing new with it, there's no point in really. What's the point in like having this Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I mean, you got the posed cape, which I couldn't tell if it looked posed to me, but I thought I heard somebody mention soft goods, but I've only seen it in that pose.
Yeah. Oh, Greg. No, Greg. No. No, Greg. I'm not saying that. No. You're not going to get me. And then everybody like in Canada starting to get their Phoenix, which is she looks good. She looks really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bart. I didn't think about that. Switching out with Iron Fist. That's right. It says Wong did appear in the animated Spider-Man show. See, okay. So if it was an animated Wong with Doctor Strange 2-pack, then that would have been fine. If it was a VHS version, I could even live with that. But yeah, Jean Grey's looking the Phoenix. Jean Grey's looking good. Actually, I just got charged for mine. I got charged for mine like right when San Diego Comic Con ended from Mafex. So there's just
yeah, me too.
Yeah, there's just dropped as well.
Yeah, I have her sitting in the private warehouse, so waiting to ship.
Yeah, I didn't ship mine either. I honestly, till I seen this, I just forgot about that one.
I was getting so many messages and stuff that stuff was charging while I was at Comic-Con, which is terrible too because like we're on West Coast time, so it's like 4 a.m. and I'm getting texts from FedEx being like, "You have a package out for delivery today."
Oh, and then we got this guy. This guy. Uh, so on this one, it looks like the skirt is shorter on him. Um, and then he does have interchangeable face plates. But I'm kind of with the mindset. I don't know if this is. Hopefully, it's on an updated, more updated body, but it doesn't look like it.
No, it looked like most of the same body.
Yeah. But did it look like the skirt was shorter on him on this one than the other one, the original?
I couldn't really tell because I don't really remember the original that one that much.
Gotcha.
I feel like it's mostly the same figure except for the head and the chair.
Yeah. Omega, look, I know, like the that the monkey face Kang, I was not like super stoked about. It does look weird. If you don't know the story, then it's like why I put this in here, and then it's like, I don't know. It was just one of those weird. It is one of those weird ones. I probably could have dealt without that face, but it's fine. And I'm assuming we'll probably get this sometime during PulseCon. It'll go for pre-order.
Yeah, I think that's the PulseCon exclusive.
Okay. But man, oh man, I would sure love to know how they went about that chair.
I tried to find out.
I would love to know. Wish somebody messaged me about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rob says Dante is just wanting. Oh my goodness. No, Rob. No. Damien says, actually, for Kang, I'm keeping the MCU version for the throne, but I like this version too. Omar says, animated Blade should have been stuck in the VHS 2-pack with Morbius instead of Strange. I fully agree with that. I think that would have been better.
And
that would have been a better option.
I wish they had made Blade on that Morbius body, like at least the comic Blade, because I remember last year after the panel, Dan Yoon asked me if I was excited for any of the reveals. And I was like, I'm really pumped up for that Blade. And then I got him, and like, I can't put his arms down. I was like, so disappointed. But that Morbius body would be so good for a comic Blade.
Exactly. Like I did try to mod with somebody, I forget who said it, where you have to cut down like part of the inside coat on Blade to get his arms down fully. And I did that, and it does kind of work. I'm just like, but still, like I want his arms down to go fully like flush.
Yeah.
Robert says Hasbro likes to torture us. Damien says it's a flying commode. Omar says Hasbro's definitely double dipping a lot more. Won't be surprised if we get a new Silver Surfer soon since the reissue just shipped. I don't need no more Silver Surfers. We've gotten two. And I'm still kind of upset that Silver Surfer was part of the tier on Galactus. Like it could have been anything else, but it had to be Silver Surfer again. I'm like, we just got him as a Walmart exclusive. We got the Black Silver Surfer, and then we just got another Silver Surfer. I don't need no more Silver Surfers at all. I don't. Unless it's a new body and a new mold, I don't need no more. We'll see what happens with that, Rob. They'll probably get announced next year, just because a lot of stuff is, as they said, it kept secret from. They don't know about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. We were actually asking Dwight about that, and he said that they didn't know about any of that stuff ahead of time. But he goes, I ran back to get my notebook afterwards, and we were writing ideas down.
See, so that'll probably be next year. Omega says, I don't like the form on the new Morbius. They're way too big. It's the same form from Havoc 2-pack. Omar says it will all be new. It should be. Oh shoot! Sorry, I just seen some lightning outside. Yes.
Oh yeah, it was thundering here before, but stopped about an hour ago.
Yeah, it came down, but it stopped. But I guess it's going to start back up again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be scattered throughout the weekend.
Then you got this is also still from the Hasbro booth, correct? These
Yep.
Transformers.
So this was like a case in the Hasbro booth where they had stuff from other companies that were
Gotcha.
Hasbro properties. So I think this is a 3-0 Optimus, and
Okay.
that's a 3-0 Snake Eyes behind them too.
Woo.
That's it's that Snake Eyes. That's the version with the blue sweatshirt and the paintball mask.
Okay. This
And then
Optimus
they
looks good, and Megatron looks good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I was gonna say then the rest was all like Hasbro stuff for Transformers.
Yeah, some of these Transformers look decent. Like with Transformers, I'm really picky about some of them.
I'm only doing the YOLO Park minis.
Okay.
They're like
Now,
$10 each, and they don't transform, but they're cool.
the one I seen today on Instagram from Flame Toys, their drift looks freaking amazing. But these look decent. I mean, they're decent enough.
I was excited. I'm not gonna get it, but I'm excited to see the new GI Joe Transformers crossover that they have.
Oh, really? They got
It's
a new one coming out?
yeah, it's Sergeant Slaughter and his Transformer transforms into the Triple T.
Yes. Yeah, I did see that one.
I think it's in this post somewhere. It's funny. Sergeant Slaughter ended up on one of my flights to to San Diego.
Greg says Dante Pulse is screwing customers on that cup. Shipping in, I think, October, Chad said. Oh, I didn't know. I very rarely buy Transformers, so I don't know a whole lot what's going on with them. Autobot kit is coming. Yes, I did see the kit. I did see that one.
I
That
heard
one,
about that. Yeah,
yeah, I did see that one. Robert says we need. Oh no, sorry, I read that. Damien says certainly looking for Azazel from Deadpool Wolverine movie. Rob says as well as an entire wave Deadpool's Cowboy 2099 Kid Pool and four more of them. So all right, it's been kind of weak. You know, I won't ruin it. No, I'll wait because there's certain voices in there that I didn't know who that it was them in there.
yeah.
Yeah. Like one in Deadpool, like I won't say it. Omega says I need an updated Cyclops from the True Dark Phoenix pack, two
Yeah,
pack.
on the Vulcan body. I thought I saw one in there when they put Wolverine out on Sunday, and then
Mm.
they put Cyclops and Colossus and Nightcrawler around him. I was like, oh, are we getting new versions of Colossus and Cyclops? And then it was just the old ones.
Oh,
But it's a new Wolverine though in a brown suit, and he's on the '97 book.
I did. Yeah, it did. I remember when they put that on Sunday. It looked good. It's just that, but it's just the arcade version of Wolverine. Everybody
Yeah,
was getting excited. I was like, it's just the arcade version of it. Stress says it made no sense to them calling Agent Knight. I mean, yes and no. I understand. Omar V says it's been a week. Spoilers is free game. Yeah, but I have some friends who do watch the show and have not seen it yet, so I don't want to spoil it for them.
oh, then
I
you
will
got
say
some
then back to the Ghostbusters
Ghostbusters
game.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, they only had like this one single case for the Ghostbusters.
but see, this is and that's kind of what I was talking about too. Like they have like the Indiana Jones property, they have this Ghostbuster property, but Indiana Jones you can only go so far with it.
Yeah, I was actually happy with Indiana Jones because I was like, it's kind of like a finite limit of where you could go, and then it's done, and you don't have to keep buying. It's not like this endless cycle with like Legends where you have to just keep updating and getting more and more.
Right.
I mean,
Now,
there's some that they haven't gotten to, but for the most part, they did what they did, and that was it.
yeah, I think, like I said, the only thing, and I do apologize. The power just flickered here, so if I do cut out, it's because of the storm. What was I going to say?
Following up on Indiana Jones.
Yeah, the only place they could go with it was whatchamajigger? Young Indiana Jones. That'd be the last thing they could do. Greg says I haven't seen Deadpool Wolverine yet. Vids are showing up everywhere, showing full scenes now. It's gonna be hard to. Yeah, I'm sorry. People were showing like the week before, like the week that it came out. People were just like trying to spoil it left and right.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that they haven't really been cutting it out in the ACBA group, because usually they have like a 2-week ban on spoilers, but people have been posting pictures of just like straight up shots from the movie.
Right. Omar says Mondo must have seen Ghostbusters Has That Fun in record time. Damien says Mola around. Maybe. Striding says Hasbro could have made 6-inch real Ghostbusters figures. Yeah, that's the only other line to really go to at this point.
I think with real Ghostbusters, did they do real Ghostbusters in like the kids line, or did they just do like cartoony versions of the regular Ghostbusters?
I think it's just cartoony versions of the original. Damien says, "Yep, they could, and perhaps a few ghosts will make a difference. Maybe." Bart says he'd be down for a young Indy and Remy. And then at the Diamond Select booth,
Diamond Select. So this was actually cool when we had walked by the booth, and at this point I was walking around with Art with Toys and Nico Hodge, and Nico was like, "Oh, you guys want to come see the prototypes I painted for Diamond?" So then, like, he's like pointing us in the case, like which ones he painted. So, like, he painted the guy in the trench coat, and then one of the Game of Thrones characters.
I'm really surprised they made figures from this movie.
I don't even know what movie it is, to be honest.
It's Rebel Moon. It's from Netflix. It's Zack Snyder's It was supposed to be the Star Wars movie that he was writing, but he changed it up to make it his own. Yeah, that's all it is. And I'm really surprised that they made figures from this movie.
I'm still here, by the way.
Is there? Yep. Then they got some House of Dragon figures that they're doing.
Look, so that guy with the cape is the one that Nico painted.
Okay. Well, it's good. It's like these just like House of Dragon I could see. All right, fine. But the Rebel Moon ones, I don't know. It's wild. I don't know. Good Lord, Robert. I don't even know. Greg says, speaking of ACBA movie shots, how about that bye stop motion someone made using Valverse and plays a TVA? I did see that. That was kind of cool. Jamie says, Fright Features is out and cool Hasbro items. Not sure. What's Fright Features?
That's like the gimmicky figures. Like,
oh, okay. Gotcha.
Kind of like from the 90s where like their heads pop and like their tongues fall out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. Okay, I remember those. Yeah. Greg says, I want those dragon eggs. Jay Lamb says the director's cut is actually supposed to be good. We'll see. It's a Zack Snyder film. I don't know how much longer it can get.
It's gonna be 8 hours long.
Exactly. Bart says Rebel Moon sucked, didn't make it through it, and I don't give up on shows normally. I have to agree with most folks. The characters weren't fleshed out. The movie was kind of like very quick, and just like there was no real depth to it. The character you didn't really connect with any of the characters. It was just like, oh, you got these cool actors in here to make this movie. Robert says Rebel Moon was more ass than White Castle. Grace says Snyder's Star Wars that was really just a Seven Samurai rip, and oh right, they needed director's cut to get his true version. He doesn't need a director's cut for anything. Honestly, like I don't need a director's cut from Snyder. Almost Snyder is overrated hat. Or Sucker Punch is his only good film. I didn't even enjoy Sucker Punch. I did not even like Sucker Punch. It was a weird, convoluted movie. Damien says, to be honest, Real Ghostbusters Mondo does seem steep, but if they are doing, say, 2 sets a year with monthly payment options, then I'm on board. Not for everyone, I guess, but I can see another company doing them. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, they look good, and the like if they do it as from what I understand is it's like kind of like a 2.5 pack where you get a Ghostbuster, a big ghost, and then a little ghost for $220.
It's not too bad.
So like if you divide that by 3, it's like 75-ish a figure, which is still a lot. But then considering it's Mondo, it's like more of like a premium style line. They probably have a ton of accessories.
Yeah.
They look good though. And then I think I saw somebody else said that they might be selling them single pack for $110 each.
Yeah, so I've watched House of Dragons, so I don't know who half of these characters are.
Yeah, same. I told my brother, I was like, oh yeah, Nico painted the Targaryen guy. He goes, they're all Targaryens.
Now the one with the dragon armor, I'd be good for like my Mythic Legions. But yeah. Looks like we're getting War Machine. All right. This one I will get. I will get this Annihilus figure.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Archangel. Because the Captain America was really good, so I want to give this Archangel a shot.
The Archangel does look good.
I mean, he's gonna be big for Legends, but you can do like single shots of him.
Yeah. And then they're doing Muppets too. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's the Mini Mates.
Yeah, they didn't have like a ton of mini mates on display, just a few.
Yeah, I want Kane. I want Spider-Man 2099, and that's it out of this. I don't want the other ones. I don't even care about the other ones. Oh, yes. Give me this. Give me this Inferno Deluxe set. I will take that Inferno Deluxe set all day.
Yeah, so there you. I couldn't really get like a good shot because there was like a rope in front of the case, and the Mondo booth is pretty small. So like I was trying to get a good angle, but then like you have people on top of you trying to also get shots, so like they're casting shadows.
Oh my goodness, that Lionel looks dope.
I think that's their 6 scale one.
Wow. Comes that annoying buzzard snarf.
These are more 1/6 scale figures. I was surprised to see Roddy Piper.
Yeah, you know what? I am too.
Like it's just like random movie figures.
You know what? That McCready I forget because I love that movie. I love The Thing. That movie was such an awesome movie. It was such a great movie. It's one of my favorites. Man, these turtles look steroid out.
Yeah, those they're like a vinyl style.
Okay.
So they're probably like I think they're like 10 inches tall.
$90.
And they're basically like stylish, like stylized figures. They're actually sculpted by the same guy that sculpted the Super 7 turtles.
Okay.
And then they have the Ariel monsters.
Yes, I love that show. Look at them. Mondo Gecko.
Yeah, I was really surprised that they went past the turtles. Like,
We got this giant juggernaut, Demi Gordon. Mhm.
Like that's one cool thing about Mondo is they do like a lot of these like stylized type stuff, like Safubi.
Yeah, yeah. Some of this stuff is pretty good. I'm waiting to see how much that Wolverine that they're gonna put out is gonna be with the Sentinel head.
Oh,
Then we got some more Super Seven. We got some
the
what
GI
is
Joes.
that?
These are the O-rings that they're doing.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I think they said that what they're trying to achieve with this line is to make figures that didn't get made in the original line.
Um, but
So
it's
like they're like either cartoony looks or like just looks that never made it to the main line. So like when they have the Crimson Twins, they're in suits instead of in like their regular like armor.
right. I don't. I guess
I
my
don't know
question
if
is,
I don't know if I'm gonna get into that line. Like I have a lot of their reaction stuff, and I think I'm good with that.
yeah, I don't know. I guess more is there really a demand for them, the O rings?
I think there probably is, but
Oh, Greg, they already cost more than $8, sir. It's $40 for a 2-pack. Come on now.
yeah, they're reaction figures, so they're $20 each.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
these are called re-reaction or
yeah.
something like that.
So you already done past that. I mean, sir, we already done skyrocketed past your $8.
Yeah, I mean you're not gonna find anything for $8 or less these days.
Yeah. Grace says Dante just think Dragon Armor Terminator Doctor Who. Damien says that's fire. Grace says Archangel's wings look like shit from 2000. Damien says Clone Saga. Bart says don't feed those turtles at the midnight. Bart says don't feed those turtles at midnight. Damien says they've been eating spinach pizzas. Damien asks, have I seen the Mirage Rat King? It's out in stores where you live. Very rarely do I go to the stores. So I don't know. And then most of my stores that I have don't really keep all that stuff stock, or they don't stock it at all. Rob says these are short bus. Dang, on really. Omar says Reaction Plus.
Yeah, that's the
Great.
name, Reaction Plus.
Grace says Super 7 showed off one thing that tempts me, those 2003 TMNT, but 55 is asking too much. Well, you knew they were going to probably ask 55 for those. There's
Yeah,
no
that's their
advance
standard
about it.
price.
Yeah. Then we got some Ultimate Joes.
Yeah, I only posted the ones that they had on display that haven't come out yet because they had the whole line on display, but these are the ones that are next to come out.
Oh, okay. Major Blood looks so generic with the head sculpt. Yeah. I mean, they're not bad. They're not for me. They're definitely not for me. I can tell you that. They're definitely not for me. Then we got some Joes.
That's the Dragonfly.
Woo! Look at that bad boy. Come out in December.
Hopefully.
They got no choice at this point. You gotta push it out in December. Noah Hyde and Timon and Pumbaa. Doc Greer, who I just got in, is a fantastic.
Yeah, I just he came in while I was away, so I just opened him up the other day.
I was once a mess. Who fell over? Who's this knock?
Oh, that's the girl that comes with Falcon. What's her name? Quarrel.
Us, right? Yeah, because I didn't really want that 2-pack.
I did, and I was actually lucky I was able to get that Walmart stuff because I thought the sale was on Friday. So I'm sitting at lunch on Thursday and just like scrolling through Instagram, and then I'm like, oh crap, the sale's right now. And I got everything I wanted. The only thing I missed was Razor Ramon. which kind of annoyed me because he has a soft goods vest.
Ooh.
And it looked really nice in the case.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember half of these dudes' names, so I don't
Yeah,
remember
I think Starduster I'm probably gonna pass on because he wasn't a Joe that I was really familiar with when I was a kid. That Sniper Marine, I ordered 2 of those, and I ordered 2 of the Paratroopers also.
Yeah, I think I did order him as well. I only got one of the Sniper and one of the Paratroopers.
Yeah, I got 2 because of the swappable heads, so
Gotcha.
I could display one with each.
Yeah, big boy.
Yeah, Road Pig with a great dog. Like G.I. Joe is just killing it with the animals.
Oh yeah, yes indeed. But Road Pig looks good. I'm not a fan of this Joe Snake Eyes. I didn't really like that look.
I think it might be something with the belt piece on that because it makes his body look off. But I ordered him because that's my favorite look for Storm Shadow. But
Mm,
I'm gonna try to maybe take that belt off and see how he looks.
gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it just wasn't for me. Greg says, Ripcord, I want you. Robert Diaz says, Hop to a Man was hanging out in the background. Dave says, Raptor takes me back to 1988. Greg says, Starduster will make a good Falcon replacement head if you don't get the fake Knife Force 2-pack. It also says, Road Pig with his Lenny head sculpt. What's going on,
Yeah,
Justin? How you
people
doing?
were saying that.
That Road Pig looks like Lenny.
I saw Lenny in the booth this year, but I didn't get a chance to talk to him because it was so packed, and like the people working the booth were like in and out constantly just to like make room for other people.
Gotcha. I seen Emily was there too.
Yeah, she walked by me a few times. I couldn't stop her either to talk to her.
And then we got the Rattler, which funded already.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous piece, but I like especially after seeing it next to the Dragonfly, I have to skip it. Because especially like I've been trying to like take pictures of even the vamp, and I'm like, this is really hard to take a picture of because it just fills up my whole lens.
Right. I backed the Rattler because I wanted the ship. I wanted the airship. I wanted that plane. I was not happy with the patches. I think they could have done better with that. I think it could have been a different tier and Baroness. I was not happy with Baroness either.
To be honest, I'm not even sure still what the campaign is because it got announced during Comic-Con, and I've just been on like such like a whirlwind of like trying to get stuff organized and trying to catch up on some sleep that like I haven't even gone back and followed any news. I'm like, this is what I've seen.
But one of the tiers is like a patch, and the other tier is like Baroness. It's like, all right, patches don't do anything for me. Like that doesn't really help me want to oh, I need to back it for this. And Baroness, you already put out Baroness twice already. You don't need a third like actually four. This would be the fourth Baroness, honestly, because she was in the 3-pack with the Crimson Twins.
Yeah, and then you had the retro, and then the original Cobra Island one.
Yeah, so I mean, this would be the fourth Baroness. I'd rather it be somebody else.
Yeah, part of me was like, I really only want Wild Weasel, but then I was like, he's kind of useless without the Rattler, so I don't really need him either.
Right. Let's see.
But it is beautiful in person though. Like it's like very metallic looking.
Okay, well that's good.
And the wings fold. I don't have it folded in these pictures, but because they were kind of doing it in different like poses every day.
Right. Yeah, I did see where they talked about the wings folding in. or folding up, I should say. Let's see. Rob says, "Was that Pee Wee Herman action figure?" Yes, we were talking about Pee Wee Herman. Omar says, "In for the patches. The Rattler is just a cherry on top." Wow. Bart says, "Patches. We don't need no stinking patches." I'm with you, Bart. I'm with you on that one. Greg says, "Chad and Tony pointed out the afterburner effects on shows. The jet wash goes over the rear stabilizers, which would crash a plane." I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. That wouldn't affect my decision. Like, it's a toy.
Yeah. Oh, my battery died on my camera. Yeah, so you see top of my head. Sorry. I'm sitting down. I got tired of standing. Let's see. But yeah, I look. It's a show. They're going to do some wild science stuff in there. I don't know. Robert says that's the fifth Baroness. They had a Snake Eyes movie Baroness.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't count that as a G.I. Joe Baroness, technically. I just kind of like that's saying like, all right, this is a third King that we're getting from Marvel Legends, because you had the first one, then you had the movie one, and then you get this third one with the chair. I don't really count. I kind of split the two. I don't really count the movie characters.
Oh yeah, we actually got 2 movie Kings.
Yeah. So it'd be, if you want to be technical, yeah, it'd be 4. But I don't really count those movie ones because I don't collect them. I don't count those in. Grace says Joe Bros claim patches are the worst tier ever. Glenda was worse before that. Did they never hear the Rattler cardboard? Hear the Rattler cardboard and plastic bones? Oh my goodness. No. Who is Glenda?
That's from the Dragonfly. That's that Scarlet with the blonde hair.
Oh, that's
right.
Like I forgot she came with the Dragonfly.
Yeah, and the original release of her, she was like an international G.I. Joe.
Gotcha. I forgot all about her coming with the Dragonfly. Look, I can deal with Glenda before I can deal with like patches and umpteen for the Baroness. Like it's not needed. Dave says, "No, I just kept it in the basement, to be honest." He's talking to Just Justice. Yeah, it's a different suit for her, but it's just like it's another Baron.
It's a different head too, because you could like change her hair and stuff and put a helmet on her. But
it doesn't. Yeah.
This is one of the most exciting reveals of the con for me. This and the Sesame Street line.
At Pee-wee's Playhouse.
It was funny when I was walking around and taking these pictures. I was on the inside of the NECA booth, and I turn around and who's right behind me? Brody King. But like I saw he was talking to somebody, so I didn't like want to interrupt him. And then I see he's talking to Blaine from NECA. So right. I kind of know Blaine, so like I say hi to Blaine, and like I kind of just looked at Brody King, and I was like thinking that like maybe Blaine might introduce me or something, but he didn't. So like they just went back to talking, and so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go over here because Brody King is gigantic.
Oh, I'm sure he is. He looks gigantic. This is what I need. If anybody sees this and I can't find it first, I need my Vincent Price figure.
I already have a shot in mind for him.
Jody.
I hope I have him in time for Halloween.
Oh man. All right, Bart, take care.
All right.
Then we got another Alf.
I think I'm gonna pass on this Alf because I'm up to my 4th Alf on the way. So I don't need a 5th one. But this got delivered. It got delivered I pre-ordered him, so he got delivered while I was away. So I actually have him already.
See, you're already ready.
We were playing with him during the streams, at the content house.
And then we got what, Rock Band Alf?
Yep,
Born to Rock.
I have this on pre-order.
Oh, my Angela Lansbury. I need her.
I always think of Monday Night Raw whenever I hear Murder, She Wrote.
I need Murder, She Wrote. I need Jessica Fletcher.
This excited
Mummy.
me too.
Yeah, this was good for the Mummy. Yeah,
And the Invisible Man I wanted from the beginning.
he looks really detailed. I like him.
Yeah, like the first one that they did was in like the suit, and I think their explanation was like they wanted to do something that like people weren't expecting.
Right.
But the Jada one blows them out of the water, like with some of those
Oh, yeah.
accessories. But I'll probably get this.
Oh, American Werewolf in London.
These I have on pre-order. I feel like those would be like good background characters.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah, they'd be dope as background ones. And we got Chucky. Then we got some
We
last.
got some, more Last Ronin.
All right, Damien. I would get Columbo figure too. Yes, I would get, if they made a Columbo figure, I would get him. I'll get me a Peter Falk Columbo figure. Then we got some Last Ronin figures. What's that? Odin, Uno, Moja.
Yeah, I haven't read this comic yet, so I'm not really familiar with these characters. But
yeah, I'm not either. I don't know who any of these characters are.
But they had such a big like corner section for just turtles.
They look good. Or Norman Bates and Mother. I could see NECA doing that.
Yeah. Especially in the Toonie Terrors line.
Yeah. Some more Eastman and Laird.
Yeah, they just went into like so many different corners of turtles that I'm like, you guys are just going nuts with this. Like it's stuff I never even like imagined.
Yeah, I want to see how
I'm excited. I'm excited for that Mirage April.
Yeah, I want to see how people are going to react to that one. April's not black. Yeah, all right.
And that leather neck.
He ain't got no clothes on.
I always confuse him with the G.I. Joe, and I always forget if he's leather head or leather neck.
He's leathery, all right.
And I think this is more of the cartoon line.
Yeah.
I remember my cousin had that guy when he was a kid from the Playmates figures.
Then we got some
these I gotta get.
Now that's hilarious how they split out with the Muppets.
Yeah. I was like, how does Count not have numbers? But maybe he will.
1 NECA, 2 NECA, 3 NECA figures,
I did get that Superman because he was only $30 and there was no line, so I just walked up and grabbed him.
Oh, that's not bad.
I figured he would be cool in like pictures, like you have like Superman like giving a speech or something with a statue behind him.
Yeah. Ernie,
I'm so excited for these Sesame Street figures because I assume Super 7 would eventually do them in Ultimate style since they're doing the reactions, and then NECA just came out of nowhere with them.
Yeah, these look good. Scruffy Nurse said Count with Diamond Select Blade.
And then they have that accessory set too, that's got the Sesame Street sign.
Burnt Ernie on GTA, most dangerous Sesame Street area. Oh, this is you bought Tommy from.
And
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say.
it's funny because McFarlane actually had two booths, and I forgot to take pictures of his other booth that had like the Spawn Marvel stuff.
This is enough right here. This is enough time I can deal with today. Oh, good lord.
Then, like, all the Hasbro stuff was hard to take pictures of, but the Star Wars stuff in particular was really hard because the employees themselves were just leaning against the case, so you couldn't even see anything.
Did they even have like a a panel for the Black Series?
I'm not sure,
Because I don't
actually.
remember them. I don't remember seeing them. I remember seeing Joe and Marvel, but I don't remember seeing anything for a Black Series.
Like, I honestly wasn't even like aware of any panels going on because I was just running around so much. But so like this is just the Black Series stuff. I haven't posted the vintage collection stuff yet. I don't know if I'm going to because it's not really anything great. They did have
Right.
the cantina on display, but I couldn't get pictures of it because so many people were just in front of it, and it looked good.
All right. But is it worth the price, the asking price that they're trying to get for it?
Again, I think the price is high, but if you're super into vintage collection and like you really, really want that cantina and you're going to use it a lot and get a lot of enjoyment out of it, then maybe it's worth it for you. But for
Right.
me, I think it's high. I do like how they showed that you could like break it apart and put it on like different shelves and stuff if you don't have the space.
Okay. I still haven't watched the Acolyte.
Me either, but I got most of the figures
And
because I was like,
then we got
random Jedi are always cool.
these Halloween, these seasonal Star Wars figures. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah, people were saying that it was a little bit of a miss not to put Dracula on Count Dooku because it's Christopher Lee and he actually played
Yeah.
Dracula.
Yeah.
But I feel like Black Series they really had like nothing new on display.
Not like all this we've already seen.
Yeah, and a lot of it we already have.
Yeah. Now the Enoch and Night Trooper I may grab, but I'm not even sure.
I wanted that set with Yoda, but it sold out before I could get to it.
And Commander Gree, yeah.
Oh, and then this was back at the Mondo booth for like their six
Ooh,
scale figures. So this is the stuff that like always tempts me, but I'm like, if I bought this, I'd have to just sell off the rest of my collection.
exactly. Like if I would go in on this Venom and animated Spider-Man, but
Yeah, then I think they've already teased the black suit Spider-Man.
ugh.
So then it's like it's such a rabbit hole. Like this was a con exclusive.
Oh, Cyclops, wow. Clayface.
And I think there was a timed exclusive, or there was some kind of exclusive with that like more animated Cyclops where he had like a jacket and
Mhm.
some different effect beams, and then that's the standard version.
Okay. Huh. I mean,
But
I'm
yeah,
not
their
surprised.
stuff just looks so awesome that
Yeah,
I can't do it.
yeah. Poison Ivy. And then we
And
got some
then
Shaggy from
this is
Jada.
one of like the most surprising things from Jada was the Scooby Doo line. I think I'm gonna probably at least be close to all in on this. Like I at least want the main group and like a few of the monster type characters.
Yeah.
I have not, Damien. I heard it's really good, but I have not started watching it yet.
I watched the whole season today.
Yeah, I'll probably try to watch it this weekend.
It's a little weird, but it at least tells like a cohesive story throughout the season.
Okay.
What was cool
Huh.
about Jada was they were putting out like one figure every day, just like so they kept having people come back to their booth. Tony the
I need
Tiger
this.
had a lot of people excited.
Yeah, I need this one. I
And
need Tony Tiger.
apparently he's coming with a lot more than just that.
I don't care. I need him. I want a little speech bubble that says they're great. This Akuma, I'm excited for. I'm excited for Akuma. Out of all these other ones, I would just want Akuma. Like, yo,
It's
I'm
crazy
super
that he
excited.
literally got the whole roster right there.
Exactly.
And how long has the line been going? Like a year or two?
Yeah. It's crazy because we still got to get Guile, Blanca, Zangief, E Honda, Balrog, Sagat, Vega, Cammy, T Hawk, DJ.
Yeah, and
Now,
June, when we went to the bar, June brought out Guile and Cammy and DJ, and people were getting to play with them a little bit. I know you shared the Amazing's post where he was posing them up at the bar.
Yeah.
And Machu was getting to play with them a little bit.
Oh, Damien. What about Diggums? Yeah, he's all right. He's cool. Yeah, I do have this on pre. I did pre-order this one.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, because I think I probably could have gotten him if I waited online, but I didn't want to like A, wait on another line, and B, have to bring it back.
Right. No, Greg, I did not tell you got some of that video, Greg. I'm not getting into it.
Which video?
Greg sent me a video from San Diego Comic Con. You had to send it to him, Greg.
Was it me or was it Tim? Because one of the days he was wearing my T-shirt.
No, it's like a video of like everybody dressed up as Deadpools with these inflatable unicorns that they're walking around in.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this Street Fighter line too. Like Proto Man is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Street Fighter the Mega Man line looks good, but I'm more excited for Street Fighter than Mega Man.
Oh yeah, it was funny because before Mega Man got announced, like the first wave of it, I was actually looking to see how much the like old figures in the '90s were going for online. And I was like, maybe I should rebuy them.
Yeah, these look good. These look amazing. Now, these are where I'm really excited about, the Cyberpunk toys.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with the property, but I'm going to check them out. Especially, like, it was awesome how, you have Mario's Dio in there and June gave him, like, credit for it. And like, they even got to sneak in some Easter eggs for Toy Migos and Enablers. And Rebel 10 did the prototypes for the soft goods.
Yeah, it looked dope. The clothes look amazing.
It's funny because if you think about it, Rebel 10 actually had a pretty good showing at Comic-Con because she had this, she had Odious.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And I think there's also some other companies that we don't really know about. And this was Centerpoint Studios. So he was sharing the booth with Wade.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a lot of cool custom work.
Oh wow!
This is a Dio he built from scratch, and he said it took him about a week and a half.
Wow, this looks amazing.
And it's based off that famous piece of art.
Right, I know which one. Yep. Yeah.
So it's funny because he actually had the piece of art like on top of the Dio. So when I took that picture, I was literally like looking at that piece of art and like trying to get the same angle. And then he had a bigger dio in the back that was like kind of like a Star Wars type dio, which I don't think I have a picture of it in this post, but it's in the videos that I sent you. Like I got like a really good video where I saw like inside of it and stuff. And that Palpatine is completely 3D printed.
I do remember him making this. Yeah, I do remember the video of him making this.
I was surprised. He's a really young guy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like in his early 20s.
Oh wow.
And Tim almost bought all 3 of those Andor figures in the prison suits.
Right.
And I really want these 2 figures, but they were on display last year too, and the pre-order still haven't gone up.
I remember this being on display last year as well, but like, yeah.
These do look refined from last year,
Mm-hmm.
but even last year they were looking good. So like I really want to order them.
Yeah, they all look good. I mean, I should say they look good. That's what I'm trying to say. They look. Really
I remember
good.
when I first saw them last year, like I didn't see who made them, and I thought it was Storm Collectibles because of the body structure.
That's a tiny werewolf.
He's pretty tall, but he's skinny.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. He just looks super skinny. Oh, pumpkin head.
And then that's the 2003 Turtles. Start off with the best turtle, Leo.
Oops. Mikey.
And then if you pre-order all 4 of them through super7.com and you pre-order all 4 of them, you get the extra head pack. And if you use code DOMM at checkout, I get a commission.
Yo, I knew you were gonna throw it in. If you use that code DOMM, get that 10% discount. But these look good. I'm not.
Yeah, they do look really good. I mean, granted, I'm a little biased because I'm already a fan of Super 7, but
Right.
I think these are like a step above where Super 7 usually is.
But that's it, man.
That's it for now, and then there's gonna be more coming.
Oh shoot, I forgot about these.
Well, I'm gonna be reposting these because I must have taken these pictures right when the panel was going on, because I was on the shuttle back to the hotel, and I saw they put more stuff in the case afterwards.
Lex Luger. No, this dude, I ain't giving him time of day. Dusty.
This Vader, he's really cool, but I'm a little annoyed that the standard version is the WCW one and the WWE one is the Chase.
Oh, really?
I mean, I get that the accessories are more for the WCW one, but like I kind of prefer the WWE attire. But you know, it wouldn't have made sense really with the cape and the WCW title.
Right. Papa Shango.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a 2-pack with Ultimate Warrior.
Oh man. Let's see. So Greg says, listen, let me go back. Strian says, Proto Man, baby. Damon says that Woodman's fire. Greg said he sent it to you, Dom. Strian says Cyberpunk figures are nice. Greg says those Mega Man figures are true to the property. I really hope they start doing the X series. Damien loves some Mikey. Greg says, by the way, you guys have any thoughts on My Hero Academia having ended as of today? I didn't know you've been ended today. I haven't been keeping up with the show so long.
I didn't know that either.
So I wish it all the best. It was a good show. It's finally nice to see an anime that actually wraps up its story. Greg said these turtles do look good. I like them better than the '90s turtles. Omar says, "Wish Rhea wasn't attached to the ring." Damien says,
that is a little bit annoying because I don't know how many rings I need.
"Is she attached to the ring?"
I think she's exclusive with the ring because it's like a modern Raw ring.
Gotcha.
Which when they showed her off last time, I thought she was just going to be single release, but maybe they'll do a single release that's in a different attire or something.
Probably.
I feel like she's way too popular to be like locked in an exclusive.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I think they'll probably release her as a single card without the ring.
I'm also annoyed that the Lex Luger is a Walmart exclusive. He looks so good.
That sucks. It's so hard to get stuff at Walmart. Damien says, so Dante, top 3 SDC reveals for you and Dom. You go ahead, Dom, because you were there.
So I think for me, it was probably Pee Wee Herman, the Sesame Street figures, and the Scooby-Doo figures from Jada.
I'll say Akuma from Jada. Man, I don't know.
I'd also throw in Army Odious, except for the fact that like Wade had been kind of talking about it for a little bit. I just didn't expect to already see him there. So like the other things that I mentioned were like completely out of left field that caught me off guard.
Dragon Man will be my second one. Some hype for some Dragon Man. And Doc Knock.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I just love that look on him. He looks dope.
This was probably my favorite pickup. It was my Odious.
So Steph grabbed that for me, which I appreciate. Detour Customs grabbed that, grabbed the Odious for me. So can't wait to get that.
And then I got a couple of these little guys too. That was my gift for wearing a unparalleled shirt.
There you go. See, it pays off.
Oh, and then this is another great pickup.
Oh yeah, I did see those.
It's funny. I ran into Jay Shot like right before he left the con on Saturday, and he just had like a stack of them, and he's like, "Take one."
He's like, "I don't feel like taking these home with me. Just take it. Just take it."
Oh, and I also got that Goku and Flying Nimbus, thanks to Henrock.
That does look good. It really looks
like,
good.
That one, I was like, I want it, but I don't want to wait on the line for it. But then Henrock was outside while I was buying Odious, and I got Henrock his Odious, and he got me the Goku, so we just traded it off.
Dope. Love when a plan comes together.
Yeah, but this Odious is like really smooth. Like,
is he?
You have to heat up the heads to start off with, but then once you heat them up like a couple times, like they just pop on and off really easy.
Okay, all right, that's good to know. All right, Dob, but thank you for joining me and talking about SDCC with me.
Yeah,
appreciate it. It's been fun. I don't have anything at this point. I don't even know. I will see y'all next week. Have a good weekend. Enjoy. Have fun. And, whatever else comes to mind. Later, y'all.
All right.